Hello.
Hi, Deborah. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. What can we do for you today?
I'm just a bit worried about asking the question, but what happens when you come across someone within the church that you feel is not using the force of the Holy Spirit, although proclaiming to be using the force of the Holy Spirit?
You mean ministering in healing or something or other, but you're not quite sure which power it's coming from?
Yeah, ministering and healing.
Right. It sort of was a question that I was going to ask you, Andy, anyway. I mean, what do you do in situations like this?
I think ask them, because if somebody is actually praying for people, whether it's a case of going to the front and having hands laid on them, or whether they're going round, whether it's in a house group, there is absolutely no harm in you saying what is happening, what is this healing, where's it coming from, how does God do it? And hopefully that will give you some clues as to where they're coming from. And if there is anything that's a bit suspect, either their own lifestyle or other things that they've been involved in to bring about the healing that they're doing, hopefully that will come out. But I would be direct and ask, just courteously, and there should be no reason why they would hide anything from you. If you feel uneasy, even if it's a church minister, if you feel uneasy about them laying hands on you and praying for you, then just don't do it. Ask somebody else to pray for you.
It's a bit more serious than that.
Right.
This person is conducting healing on a grand scale. I don't want to say where they're involved.
Okay, no, we obviously don't want to give the details on the air, no.
But they
Can I ask, is this person in leadership, or has this person got the blessing of the leadership of your church?
It seems to have recently been raised.
And have you shared your doubts with the leadership?
Yes.
And they are not. They don't have a problem.
Well, they seem to feel that they actually haven't given me a direct answer about what he's doing. This person is also, I don't know what your feelings are on the Toronto blessing, but that is how I've seen him demonstrate.
Okay.
And I personally would be against that.
Yeah. Well, again, it depends on what you mean. I mean, Toronto blessing was used as a wide range of things, but there are some things that have come out of what has been called the Toronto blessing, which haven't always been helpful. I think I would suggest on this, Deborah, if you want to take this further, we don't do it on air, but you make contact with me at Reachout Trust tomorrow or at some other time, and we'll see if we can take this further and help you a bit further on it.
Okay. So
okay.
Contact you by email or?
Email or telephone, whatever. All the details are on the screen. Get onto our website and you can have a direct link through there. So anyway, but obviously I won't be there today. But tomorrow onwards, if we can help you, do. And if it's email, I'll get round to it as soon as I can.
Okay, thanks very much.
Okay, bless you, Deborah. Fine, thank you. Also from Northern Ireland, Rona?
Yes.
Hiya.
Hello there, Doug and Andy.
Hi.
I'm just wanting some advice. I have a very good friend, and she's searching and has been searching for a while, and she's gone through reggae and all those different things you mentioned. But she's now a yoga teacher, and being a friend, and she asked me to come along to her first sort of session, and I sort of prayed about it, and I felt that I'm going for the exercise, and I'll go a couple of sessions, but I know yoga is not from God, so one, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or not.
Well, you're the expert on yoga.
In theory, it's possible to have exercises which look identical to yoga physical exercises, and for there not to be any spiritual element. But what I've found through the people I'm aware of and the yoga sessions that have been going on, from my experience, that's certainly not the whole country. So often it's played down, and they say that there isn't any meditation, there isn't any religious aspect, or there isn't any Buddhist philosophy or whatever. But often in those situations there has been. So if, in theory, I would say yes, it is possible to have yoga going on by a practitioner who only wants to do the exercises. but I've not met them yet. I'm sure that there must be some there somewhere.
No.
But I question them directly and ask what they do. If they're into other things,
no, they're into other.
So if you go along and these things are happening, but you're just not getting involved in those few things, I would suggest don't go personally, because I think it's going to be more detrimental than helpful. Yes. Probably. Right. That's what I would say.
I would agree. I think one of the problems, Rona, in this is the moment you call it yoga, even though the very terminology means you want to do something more than the exercises. Right. If you want keep fit exercises, you call them keep fit exercises or whatever other one you want to do, and everybody's got their workout video, haven't they? But what the moment you say yoga, what you are wanting to do is to come into union with this God. But which God? Yeah. What is the God of yoga? What is it aiming towards? And one of the other things about yoga, something which we haven't touched on a lot today, although I've got an email which we probably will need to touch on it, is that yoga says I can do it, man can do it, man is able, but they're not able. Only God can touch us inwardly and bring us into relationship with Him. So the moment, even if it is just exercises, as Andy has said, it's very rarely the case. If it says yoga on the package, I wouldn't go there.
Yeah.
There's an article in the Daily Mail that I picked up, and a quote by a Reverend Tim Jones. This was from last August. It says, yoga may appear harmless or even beneficial, but it is encouraging people to think that there is a way to wholeness of body and mind through human techniques.
And even if I go to it and I'm not believing that, I would be encouraging.
I would say that. Well, like I said before, really, that's.
Yeah, you're putting yourself
your decision,
in the way, because
I would say.
You see, I think the problem is something similar to what we said about Reiki early on. Yeah. If you say to the Reiki practitioner, you have permission to pray for me, you're opening yourself up.
Right. So
if you actually go there, you're actually saying, fine, I will accept it. Right. And it's tempting God. It's putting yourself in a situation where you don't need to go.
Right.
And that, so
could you help me to just write that? That's fine. That's made my decision. I'll just have to upset my friends.
Sorry.
But I've been praying over for a few years now.
Yeah.
And I don't. I'm asking God, right? Maybe I'm praying the wrong prayer, but where do I go now?
For healing?
Yeah, well, no, not for my friend, because
for your friend.
She's searching for truth, and I feel that's why she's opened herself up to Reiki, she's opened herself up to yoga.
You see, but one of the problems in going there is just think it through. Okay, supposing you stop going and your friend
I'm going to stop going.
Yeah, and your friend doesn't talk to you anymore. But while you're going there, you're actually, by going, saying yoga is okay. She's never going to come out. One of the things you've got an opportunity to do is when you leave, you can explain to her why you leave.
Yeah.
Great opportunity.